After being destroyed in Portrait of a Lady on Fire, I immediately searched Céline Sciamma's filmography as a director and found her other three feature films: Water Lilies, Tomboy, and Girlhood. All three films' common theme is about teenagehood, sexual and gender identity that she considers all three films as a trilogy. Each film captivated me in a way that is different from the other. But there is one theme I have noticed over the course of watching her films that defines her cinema. That defines Sciamma's cinema. And that is how intimacy is achieved through minimalism. There is a lack of production design, a lack of music, minimal amount of characters, the most prominent is the minimal amount of dialogue. Sciamma's films are very character-oriented. The story lies within the actions and movements of these characters and not at the plot. Sometimes the plot is so subtle you can hardly identify it. Her characters are often alone but doesn't want to be left behind. So her character seeks attention to others, forming a connection or connections between them. It is the bond between characters that solidifies the film's story and that what makes the film going on. And it is the bond between characters that makes the sweetest intimacy on screen and how minimalism plays a great role in creating that ambience. The empty space they roam around arouses the isolation between them. It feels sad, lonely, but it also with emptiness of surroundings that make us focus on these characters and the actions they maneuver. And on the other hand, they also use surroundings to keep the characters together. The lack of dialogue serves as a tool to heighten the emotions and movements. What I love about the dialogue is how short and yet so precise, bold, daring, and straightforward it is.
T'es timide. Je suis pas timide.
Démerdez-vous autrement pour baiser.
The use of music in Sciamma's films are both peculiar and practical. She uses it as if it's a manifestation of devising a turning point in the character's story. Usually, intimacy can be achieved through using a music score like other films.
I don't understand. What about you?
I'm staying here with him till the plane gets safely away.
No, Richard, no.
But not to Sciamma. A perfect example of it is how the bonfire scene in Portrait of a Lady on Fire works. It is considered a turning point of the story as Maria and Heloise starts to burn and yield with each other. Just that scene alone haunted me for months, and yes, other feature films has similar effect on me. The first half is essential for story building and introducing of characters. You get to know them and you start sympathizing and root for them. But not until you arrive at the second half of the films. Where these characters' actions has been tested, and then these characters start to shatter that even you shatters too. Then suddenly you are given this explosion of emotions. You are given an explosion of blasted music score that you can just help but join with them. The intimacy that has been building up in the first half, has been creating in the first half, has been concluded in the second half, culminating the best final shots ever seen on screen. In conclusion, the sets, the music, the screenplay is minimized to heighten the intimacy of these characters. Therefore, Sciamma's characters are more memorable than other that slaps on the big screen. The relationship in these characters are too realistic to be realized. I believe that Sciamma is a true master author of her work, and portraying a realistic relationship between people is what makes Sciamma a master humanist filmmaker. You guys, thank you for watching the video. I can tell you how I'm a fan of Céline Sciamma's work. And I hope to see you in another video about films of other directors I also admire. Once again, thank you and see you soon. Bye.